Corey Holcomb is self-destructing after the Anton Daniels and TMZ situation. He's having a hard time handling it, but how he's choosing to handle it isn't helping him at all. Before we get this video started, if you're in need of some money and you really need to find a way to get your hands on some quick cash, there's an app called Free Cash where they pay you to test out video games. You click the link in my description or you scan my QR code to download the app. Once you download the app, you can choose the games you want to test out and they pay you to test it out. It's a really easy way to make a couple extra $100 a month. It is all transparent, it's trackable, it's not a scam. They really do pay you. So if you need the money, download the app by clicking the link in my description and get started now. On the most recent episode of his podcast, Corey is ranting and raving and crashing out on media personalities for speaking about him on their podcast, which is odd because Corey has a podcast where he speaks on other people. And if you're involved in probably two of the most viral stories in the last week and a half, you can expect people to talk about you on their podcast. But Corey is going off. He even gets to a point where he starts talking about this new strategy that he's about to implement that's gonna solve people talking about him. And this strategy is essentially Corey just cutting off his nose to spite his face.
Tampon, okie dokie. Okie dokie makes so many videos with my face, name, and likeness on it. It's finna come to an end. Enjoy it while you can. I've done things to put an end to it. To use Corey Holcomb's name and likeness like that, it's gonna cost you real soon. I never researched how to stop it because I didn't care until I see these smiling with me, but then lying on me and acting like I don't know what I'm doing.
I think I have a pretty good idea what Corey Holcomb means when he says them reacting is coming to an end, and I think it will be a really big mistake by Corey Holcomb. Part of the reason why Corey Holcomb has been able to stay around for so long is because of reaction channels. People disseminating the podcast out because Corey Holcomb don't post videos on his channel. He just goes live. And, we all know with live streams on YouTube don't push out live streams like that. So for the podcast to have the reach that it's been having, for it to have been growing steadily, is due to reaction channels disseminating the podcast for Corey Holcomb. I discovered the show was still going on from a reaction channel. So when you say that's coming to an end, I think what Corey Holcomb means, because two things, I don't think Corey Holcomb is going to be filing copyright strikes on everybody. That's dumb and a waste of time. I think Corey Holcomb is getting with, like a network, and they're probably going to start putting a copyright claim ID on each episode. So hence, once you react to it, Corey Holcomb will claim all the money from it, and that's going to discourage people from wanting to react to it because you don't want to do all this work and then you can't profit from it. Or the content ID claim that blocks the video from being reacted to. So when you react to it, YouTube blocks the video. So hence, all that work you put in is gone. Which if Corey go that route, that'll be disastrous for Corey Holcomb's growth and his numbers. Corey Holcomb does live streams, 2-3 hour live streams that he don't even clip up. He don't even clip up his own content. So the fact that he don't clip up the content and he does live streams, the discoverability of that podcast is going to go down. Once the drama, once everything is over with, it's going to go down. And if people can't discover the podcast, they're going to forget about it, bro. Now, if Corey had a real reason, like a real reason why he's upset, and we can all say, yeah, he's right for being upset, then that would be understandable. But Corey is literally upset because people that he came across or he knows or he had some run-ins with over the years in his podcast and stuff that he thought he was friends with, those people told Corey that it was not okay that he dissed Anton Daniels' daughter. They told Corey it is not okay that he put hands on a woman on camera, no matter what that woman did, right? It's takes like that got Corey Holcomb upset. Like, I would think that Corey Holcomb would sit back and say, yeah, like, they ain't right, bro. Like, I had no business talking about that man's daughter. I had no business putting my hands on that woman. Play his F up. But Corey is acting like he's the victim in this situation. Now, the two dudes particularly that he was upset with was O'Shea Duke Jackson and the lead attorney. Those are two YouTubers. He called O'Shea Duke, and he called the lead attorney like some type of homosexual name.
Yeah, I don't understand. This Corey Holcomb 5150 is bigger than anybody wants to give it credit for, and they want to shut it down. I thank the 5150 Army for standing on all these lames' heads. The 5150 Army is the reason I ain't got to do all the work by myself. We can't compete with TMZ when it comes to mass media. They got so desperate to get rid of us, they grabbed the big machine to throw dirt at me. But that'll all get cleared up too. Because I don't know why I got to them like this, but it shows the power I have. I'm just running my mouth on YouTube. I don't run my mouth all the time. I don't stack videos and try to get you to keep clickbaiting videos because this helps me get some money. And I'm not knocking nobody who do that to get money, but some of y'all ain't even respectful with it. And my name and likeness, I told people, you know, I give the 5150 show to the game. I get this to the game, but that's got to come to a halt because it's this one African scammer, Okie Dokie, that's what we'll call him, Okie Dokie Jackson. This man has made so many videos with my name and likeness on it and got the nerve to talk crazy about me. This man said, I need to tell my lawyer what. I was like, he telling law now? Talking super crazy like he is a lawyer. You all gonna see. Leading the law, we had him up here and we all went to get something to eat. Leading the law be talking mad shit and lying. Because I don't normally watch, but I keep seeing stuff. So I'm like, let me see what this is. And when I saw it today, he didn't do it on his YouTube. This is bait.
The way Corey Holcomb is crying, you would think that these folks was talking about his like ill mother or something, bro. But no, all O'Shea did was react to Corey Holcomb and his co-host saying they believe that Corey Holcomb is protected by his First Amendment rights, that he can speak about anybody he want to speak about on the internet as long as he don't defame them. So he could speak on Anton Daniels' daughter, and Anton Daniels don't have a case, even though Anton Daniels was threatened to sue. O'Shea Jackson had a different opinion. He said that he disagreed. He thinks that Corey could be liable because the daughter is not a public figure. Now, even though I disagree with O'Shea's opinion, I do believe that, you know, the freedom of speech and First Amendment protects you to speak about anybody you want to speak about on the internet, public figures, non-public figures. As long as you don't defame them or engage in liable speech, you can speak on anybody you want to speak about. But O'Shea disagreed, which I think is fine, right? Like, you should be able to come online and disagree with your friend. You know, just because you and a content creator is cool doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they're saying. You should be able to come online and disagree with them publicly as long as it's respectful. And, you know, it shouldn't be war afterwards.
I'll tell you something. If you put it online, it belongs to me.
It's the First Amendment, freedom of speech. And in the freedom of speech, you also are allotted the freedom to have your opinion, whether negative or positive, about anything, public figure.
That's what I'm saying. So people don't even know that, man.
Yeah.
Now, while Craig Smith is a very intelligent guy, he's mixing up something that I found out about. And shout out to the lead attorney who also made a video on this. Just because you have the First Amendment to speak publicly, that is largely directed at the government. So the First Amendment speech gives you free rights to speak out against the government without retaliation. However, he does mention public figures. Now, he can speak out and roast Anton Daniels, which he will definitely do in this podcast. Woo! Now, while Anton Daniels is a public figure, his wife or daughter are not considered public figures. So just because Anton Daniels posts a photo of his wife, or Anton Daniels posts a picture of his daughter, or somebody else posts a picture of Anton Daniels' wife or daughter, they are not public figures, even though they are related to Anton Daniels. So technically, it would not give Corey Holcomb the right, or me the right, or anybody else the right to talk about his family.
I think what Corey did was indecent. You shouldn't talk about somebody's kid online. I think that's wrong. It's morally unrighteous. But I don't think what Corey did is illegal. Right? I don't feel like the law says that, hey, freedom of speech doesn't apply if the person is not a public figure. I think if that person is a public figure, not a public figure, you could speak about anybody you want to speak about because it's freedom of speech, right? There's no limits to that. But Corey doing it was obviously indecent, right? But O'Shea, to me, wasn't disrespectful. He didn't violate Corey. He was pretty respectful in his disagreement. He called them pretty smart usually. So Corey just went overboard with this, man. Like, it was crazy. Now, another person that Corey Holcomb chose to attack was also Joe Budden, because Joe Budden came on his podcast and spoke on Corey. Now, Joe Budden and Corey crash out is more understandable because Joe Budden called Corey names. I think Joe Budden called Corey a B and a hoe on his Patreon, so we can't play the clip here. But Corey responded back, essentially accusing Joe Budden of being a serial woman beater, which I do think is a mistake by Corey, because Corey said it as if it's a statement of fact. Joe Budden has never been convicted of domestic violence. So calling him a serial woman beater, makes yourself liable.
Is a good guy. But here's the problem. Kanye, I thank you for this lyric right here. Oh yeah, it was this other dude talking crazy about me. I couldn't help it. Some of these guys, I just gotta say something.
Ooh. No.
Do you know who I'm talking about? Fruit Booty Buttons? See, I never say their name.
Yeah.
As you should.
I got a name for him. Fruit Booty Buttons.
I know you.
And his crew. Fruit Booty Buttons is a serial woman beater. Fruit Booty Buttons is a serial woman beater. Was talking about how he sat. They said the girl said he sat on my stomach and made me have a miscarriage. You know what he said? I didn't sit. I sat on top of her titties or something. He said I sat on where her breast was. That's where I was sitting.
Oh wow.
Fruit Booty Buttons, I know you ain't talking crazy about me, homie. I know you ain't talking crazy about me, homie. I mean, most of the time, all you guys who say what you say, I don't care what you say online. I expect you to talk about me. Yeah, Fruit Booty Buttons. They know who I'm talking about. Fruit Booty Buttons. That motherfucker say, I think he said I was a bitch ass nigga or something. Yeah, I'll be a bitch ass nigga online. Online, I'm a bitch ass nigga. Man to man, I ain't no bitch ass nigga, homie. But man to man, you a serial woman beater. Everybody do the homework on Fruit Booty Buttons and all of the women that have accused him of actually beating them up. Since you want some heat, since you couldn't leave me alone. Everybody do the research on Fruit Booty Buttons and see how he is a serial woman beater. Fruit Booty Buttons? Yeah. Yeah. You and your crew talk about that since y'all need subject matter, because y'all admit y'all watch me. I don't watch y'all. I just saw that. I saw that clip where y'all was talking crazy about me. I'm like, what? They talking crazy about me? This man jump on women.
Obviously, when your back is against the wall, is fight or flight, and it looks like Corey Holcomb was choosing to fight. I remember last week, because we did do a reaction to Corey Holcomb's last podcast, where Corey Holcomb was sounding defeated. Corey Holcomb was expressing how he was scared. He was uncertain about the future. He felt like TMZ was trying to destroy him. He felt like, he even said, man, I can't fight TMZ, man. My back is against the wall. He didn't know where he could go from there. I feel like when you're in that position, you really have two choices, flight or fight, and he's choosing to fight. But I felt like Corey Holcomb could have taken a war to TMZ and kind of just play everybody else by ear, right? You kind of watch, you see what's going on, but you sit back because you don't really want to pile up your enemies. If you already got to deal with TMZ, do you really want to pile up enemies of, I don't know, all the reaction channels who are reacting to your videos because you're about to put copyright claims and strikes on it? Do you really want to, have a back and forth beef with Joe Budden during this time? Right? You probably just want to chill, relax, watch, deal with it. And then as soon as the other stuff is out the way, as soon as the legal trouble is out the way, as soon as TMZ is out the way, then you come back for your flesh. But right now, if you're just going at everybody, I don't know, man. It's probably going to be hard to sustain because you can't go at TMZ, Joe Budden, and then every black YouTuber and reaction channel who reacts to your content. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all feel like Corey Holcomb has a point to be upset at the reactors for, them saying that Corey Holcomb shouldn't have attacked Anton Daniels' daughter, and for them calling Corey Holcomb out for punching that woman on camera? Let me know in the comment section. And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here to find out how NLE Choppa life could be in danger after he said this about the Crips and Blueface. I'm gonna see you guys in this video here somewhere on my screen. If you enjoy my content, please send a hype to this video. Hypes are how you really help small creators. So please send a hype to help me push this video in the algorithm. I'm gonna see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.